Hello, everybody. Welcome to Illume's Tea of Life. Illume Digital is a spiritual magazine for the age of Aquarius, bringing you empowering stories from across the world. In today's episode, I have Darshini with me, and let me tell you a little bit about her. I met her back in 2022, and she had come to our farm just after the lockdown on her own because she wanted to explore herself and figure some shit out. And that's always been very inspiring to me because she came all the way to Kalimpong to a farm that was so remote, and she did it on her own. So I am so excited to have her today. Darshini, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Shubha. Thank you for having me. I'm feeling great. I'm excited what this podcast is.
Me too, me too. So tell me a little bit about you, whatever it is that you would like to share with the people watching about yourself.
Okay, so right now I'm based in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
I work as a project manager and a copywriter in a startup here in Bangalore. I work remotely,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I do like to see people's faces. So I sit somewhere at a coffee shop or Starbucks or somewhere and work from there because I want to see people's faces.
Right. Wow.
Um, yeah, lately I've got this tarot cards. I'm trying to figure out what this is about, like curious about it. Um, but yeah, I think that's it about me.
Wow, that's very interesting. And you know this whole thing about work from home, I have always I mean, it's a thing of curiosity because humans are such interesting creatures. When we are working from office, we like the idea of being just home and just doing everything on our own at home alone. And then when we have that opportunity, there is still we do miss the social interactions, right? That we have, and going to the office and having all sorts of things. It's something that I have been talking to about with my friends as well, who work from home and or were previously working from office, and how this entire change is for them. And I guess it's about balance, right? Having both these things.
Yeah, definitely. I like to work remotely, but at the same time, I need to see people's faces. So yeah, that works for me. But yeah, I mean, any day I would prefer working remotely than going to office in
Than
this
going
traffic
to
and
the
everything.
yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
nice to have the options, it your on
Hmm.
like it's your own choice whether you want to
Yeah.
interact and see people or not. It's gotta be in your hands. Right.
Right.
Okay, so
Yes.
I want to ask you the first question, which is,
Mhm.
would you like to share one experience of your life that was transformative for you, that transformed your entire life or outlook, anything at all, just one experience?
Okay. It just happened half an hour back. So there is a space called No Agenda Space in Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by Meghna Chaudhary from Assam. So her house is basically open to strangers. You can just go to her house and hang out. She offers her bed, books, and you can use her kitchen. You can pet her dog, and you can do whatever. She gives you art supplies, Wi-Fi, work desk, her work desk. You have separate work desks as well. So she's like a very generous person I just met, and you can book slots with her and go and have that space. The idea that really transformed me was this silent companionship. You can go there and there is no necessary for you to necessity for you to speak anything. You can just be there and She also prefers less talking. You can just sit and she made me a hot what is this bowl of soup. She gave
Mm-hmm.
me a water bottle, art supplies, everything, and yeah, I mean that was like I was like it was mind blowing for me to like invite strangers. You can book slots and she invites strangers, and you can, there's no
Wow.
agenda, you can just sit also, you can just sit. She prefers less talking, but 4 o'clock she's open to talking. You can have a chai with her and talk about things. The most beautiful aspect was she did not even ask my ID card. I was wondering when is she gonna ask me. She asked nothing. She didn't ask my ID card, what do I do, who my parents are, where I come from. Nothing she asked. In the end, she just asked me one thing. So um, there is something that you alone do. It's not known to anyone else, but there's something that you alone do, but you wish people knew this about you. What is that? That was such a very thought provoking, deep question.
Mm-hmm.
um, Beyond all superficial things, where are you from, what are you doing, all that. So I
Right.
just found that very, nice connection with her. And yeah, I mean, she's very kind to offer this space. Right now, she's just offering it for women and female sex queer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was like, I felt a lot of gratitude and like a very deep respect for what she's doing to tackle urban loneliness. So it made me feel that maybe if someone wants to go for a coffee or walk in a carbon, somebody is too depressed to even walk. I will be that person who can support them in whatever ways I can. And she does not charge any money for hosting space. It's free. Yeah,
Wow.
so generous. It's free space.
That is
So yeah,
incredible. Like I'm mind
yeah.
blown by this entire concept. Like thank you
Yeah, I
so much
just
for
experienced
sharing.
that, and yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I was like, this just happened like what, half an hour back. So I was just very touched by her generosity and openness to do
Mhm.
something like this. I think you should even call her on your podcast. She's also a mental health advocate and she works in
I
this
would
space.
love
Should
to.
be, yeah,
I would love to.
and
This sounds
yeah.
incredible.
And she does not prefer social media and all.
Mhm.
So if someone wants to spread a word, spread this concept, she's happy to do that.
Wow. This is I don't like my mind is blown at this point because that's an incredible concept and just having, I mean, wow, I need to process this. But I want to ask you, what was the answer to her question? Would you like to share that?
Oh, okay, that that's just that I like to buy some candles and light inside my bathroom, and sometimes I switch off everything and just have that candle light and I take baths. That's it, but I don't want people to know about it or anything. But yeah, this is something I do like very privately. That's it.
Wow, that's a really very relaxing
Question,
self-care
yeah.
thing. Yeah, I mean, I do that from time to time, and I know how, relaxing and refreshing it feels. Like I feel good when I come out of the shower after having a candlelight shower. Um, wow. So so
Right.
amazing. Okay, so the next thing that I would like to ask you is what is spirituality according to you?
Yeah. I think meeting yourself and
Mhm.
accepting yourself. Also, like overcoming your fears and realizing your true potential. Yeah, and that path between where you are today and what you actually are is spirituality to me.
Wow, you had me at, it's meeting yourself. Darshini, you're the first person on this show who is not, like in an instant you've answered this question. And that tells me how much you have met yourself. And it's very, very beautiful and it's incredible. I'm so
It's
happy.
a journey. I just figure, I mean, the more you explore, the more you're meeting yourself, is what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah,
If you don't explore, you will not meet yourself.
Exactly, right? When we have
Yeah.
experiences, the more we allow
Hmm.
ourselves to have different sort of experiences, the
Right.
more, we allow ourselves to see us. Like, one of the things that I always think about when traveling is that when I go out of the house, when I'm traveling, I'm constantly meeting myself, because every step of the way, I'm looking at myself, how I'm behaving in different situations, in a different, location, scenario, right? Because you're so far away from your home, you're in a place, in a new place, new people, different culture. And it just says a lot more about me, like how I'm navigating these spaces, that brings me closer to myself. So I would agree to that. Okay, so what do you think being human is?
Being human is to have emotions and accept them fully,
Mm-hmm.
not run away from it, but accept that you are a human and you are having this emotion. It could be jealousy as well,
Mm-hmm.
negative emotion,
Right.
but accepting that, at this moment what I'm feeling is jealousy, something like that. Accepting your emotions.
So having emotions is basically
Mm.
being human, the experience of being human.
And also accepting it,
Mhm.
even the negative things.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, I feel
Mm.
like negative and positive are things that we, label
Hmm.
as,
Right.
but it's
Hmm.
never really anything as negative or positive. I mean, this is just my view, right? Because
Right, right.
I
Hmm.
feel like how can there be anything inside of us that is harmful to us or bad to us, right? It's everything that exists within us that we find
Hmm.
are things that are there to help us, to see better, to know us better, to do better. And
Yeah.
so that's
Rightly said.
how I always perceive things as. Okay, interesting um, view there. Having emotions and accepting them is what being human is. I feel like I just ask these questions because I want to understand what it means, what spirituality means, and what being human means, because everyone has a different idea about this,
Hmm.
even though at the end of the day, the essence of it is the same, still how we express it is so different. And I feel like that's the beauty of humans, the uniqueness of being a human, that we are all different but the same.
Right.
Okay, so Darshini, if you could share a message with the world today, what would it be?
I have a message for workplaces. Um, if you are having a bad day, don't take it out on other people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, make sure that um, uh, don't pass on what your manager did to you to others. Be
Right.
cognizant of that. Prioritize people over productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Give a space for people to raise their concerns. Don't promote this toxic work culture.
Grind
Mm,
culture.
hustle culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one message. And the other message is to feel relaxed. I don't have to go to a 2 day retreat and feel relaxed. I should be able to relax today, this moment. My lifestyle must be like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so don't normalize that, you have to just work and then go for a break, vacation, and come back. Is there any lifestyle modification that you can do? Um, that is one message. Other messages explore more. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Darshini. Those three messages that you sent out, and I think it is needed, much needed, right? The work spaces, and I think we've all been in a situation
Yeah.
where we've had bad managers, people
Mm.
in the higher up, like, someone having a bad day, and then they would just project it all over to other people, and then it just trickles down, right? Everyone gets faces the brunt,
Right.
and yeah, prioritizing people over work is so
Productivity.
important, because at the end of the day, it's the people that are
People.
going to help you grow your company. They are the ones who are bringing in business and, making business possible for you. So if you prioritize them, care for them and actually look after them, then it's good for your business. Even from a very capitalist standpoint, it's
Right.
actually better
Exactly.
for
You
your
don't have to
business.
hire. Yeah, retention will be less if people are taken care of.
Yeah, right. And
Yeah.
also this I mean, I just last week I was talking about like how I can't understand this grind culture, right? Hustle culture where people are like burnt out, and they just keep going, and they romanticize the fact that they don't get enough time to sleep, and then they're tired, and
Yeah.
because they've been clogging their ass off. And I'm like, how is this nice? How is this beautiful? You know?
Exactly. I wonder the same.
Like, how is this good? I can't figure that out. And also the other thing that you said about, I think this is a part of this hustle culture. You work your ass off, and then in order to relax, you have to go somewhere. You have to take a vacation or go on a retreat or things like that, and only then you can relax. But you should be able to relax just about anywhere. You should be able to come back
Yeah.
and just unwind, like
Hmm.
wherever you are, and like breathe and just like calm down. And yeah, I get that. That's very significant, and I think it's very important, at least at this point in life. In today's world, people have to understand this, and yeah, explore yourself. Great messages, Darshini. Thank you so much for being here today. And folks, if you're still watching this, please check out the magazine, and link will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.